Okay, what's going on, YouTube? So I wanted to do a quick unboxing of these really quick, and of course they flip the box inside out so they can label it and just reuse box, which is smart, but it sucks because I like Truhart's design on their box and all that, and it just kind of adds to the opening. But I have these on my 99. I've had them on there since 2017. And I had them on my 2000 since 2018 all the way up till ended up getting wrecked. So normally, being that we're lifting, if you follow me right now, we're lifting the 98 CRV, one of my buddies, and we're putting my old 4-inch lift kit on it. That was kind of like a starting point of figuring everything out with HRG on the 4-inch lift kit. And it's not as official as the new 4-inch lift kit, let's put say, because they came out with a little bit better design, but this one works just fine. It's what we use. So this is getting ready to go on the 98, and we ended up picking up Truhart's upper control arms. They're for the lowered application, but what you can do is you can flip them around and they work just fine. And basically what I do is have these aerogenic spacers right here, and basically they sit like this with the ball joint in them, and it helps keep your upper ball joint more leveled, and at full flex it doesn't flex as hard as you guys might have saw in that other video. So it helps out a little bit. I would still go with the lift ones if you guys can grab them, if they're not sold out at the time. Sometimes they're in, they're out. It's just one of them things. But these will do fine, and I just never really did an unboxing. So if you're a lowered guy and you want to do this, or if you just, you come across them, if you want to lift or you get a good deal on them, don't be afraid to use them. You can definitely make them work. But basically, I have had great luck with these. I know some people, you're always gonna have somebody that complains, but honestly, everybody I personally know that's used them in the CRV world, myself, that has, put them through the test, have had no problem with them. And if you guys just look, I mean, these welds are pretty solid. I've never had any issues with the bushings. I've never had any issues with the welds. Even flipping them upside down for lifted applications and swapping left from right, I never had any issue. The only thing is, obviously if you flip them, you're going to have to put the ball joint on the other side, which will work. You may have to trim down these sides just a little to make that work, to have them fit inside there. That's about the only thing you have to do. It's just a plate. You got a grinder or a wheel or a sanding wheel or something, you can do that. But either way, nice thing about Truhart too is they sell these ball joints. You can buy them, I think, don't quote me now because I know prices, everything kind of went up, but they were 35 bucks a pop, and you used to be able to buy them just like this. Here's the older ones I had on there, and you could buy them and replace them, no issues. And I think I replaced mine one time from 2017 to 2022, only because I had it all apart and they weren't even bad. I just wanted to make sure why I had it out. For 35 bucks pop, why not do it? It's so easy. So looks like they did change these black and powder coated black, which looks really nice. Other than that, the nut, the spindle nut, everything else all looks the same. It's got the hex head styles to be able to take apart your camber plate, and this can adjust your camber, in or out, depending on what you want to do. But there's not too much to this, guys. They're just really well built, I think, for the price. It comes with a little Truhart sticker. If you're into that, you get them. I'm a sticker guy, so it's nice. I like it when they throw that stuff in the box. And this was the left side, so we'll open up the right and take a look. But yeah, there's not too much to say on these guys. I mean, if you had a camber kit or dealt with them, sorry, they do come with some cotter pins too, which is nice. If you dealt with camber kits, basically at the front of your car, basically right above the shock tower or strut, where you would be bolting up your strut to the frame. On the left and right side, you'll see two 14mm bolts usually, and you may have to move some stuff out of the way on the firewall side to get to it better. But generally you take those two 14mm bolts out and you would have it in the frame like this, and you wiggle it out and boom, pop the new one in and you're good to go. Only difference is that I've seen on most of the Hondas are all the same, this style. The Prelude is kind of this style, but it has a different arm and bushing itself that's separate, that you can actually get different bushings for and stuff. And it's kind of nice, kind of pain in the butt because you don't get it all in one, but it is kind of nice when it comes to options for some really nice bushings for it. But basically, right, looks the same way. And guys, I mean, these welds are pretty darn good for the price that you're paying. Never had an issue with them, never had any failure. I've never had a failure at all, and I've beaten on my 99, my 2000, lifted, lowered so many times and never had an issue. So I mean, that's coming from what, close to 5 years, just a little over 5 years. Had them since I'd say March 2017 till now is November 2022. So yeah, it's been a little bit, and I haven't had a problem with them. So I will continue to recommend them. I have the lifted ones for mine. When I lift it back up, I was able to get those earlier this year. I do think they, at this time, November, they are available. Last I knew, just looking recently, basically right after we got these, it looks like they came available not too long after. Such is life. But these will work just fine. Again, if you have a lifted CRV and you want to use the lowered ones, or you get a good deal on them used, or come across them luckily in a junkyard, which some people have, don't be afraid to use these. You're not gonna be hurting anything. I mean, the lifted ones I would definitely go with if you have the option, if you're lifted, but don't be afraid to use these if that's what's available for you and that's what you can grab. These will do just fine. And then if you have the 4-inch lift kit or above, I would recommend going with the aerogenic spacer. My person is not gonna stop the flex, guys. When you flex down, your arm will still hit the spring. It's not going to cure that. That's not the fix for that. But it will cure your ball joint riding at a better level and not constantly being at a stressed angle all the time. And then in full flex, it won't be as stressed as it was before. So you'll get a little bit more longevity out of your ball joints, a little bit safer. And they look pretty good too on the lift. I'm not gonna lie. They look pretty good just sitting there on the lift, and you know, it's the first thing you see when you look right into the suspension. So yeah, I just want to do a quick unboxing video on those and let you guys know. Great product, Truhart upper control arms / camber kit for the RD1, RD2, so that's the first gen CRVs. You can't go wrong with it. For the price, I think the replacement ball joints and the quality you get and their customer service, I would say you can't go wrong. So that's my opinion. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments what you use and what you think. Personally, I think it's best bang for your buck and longevity. And again, if you ever decide to lower or lift, you know, if you go with these ones, you have what you need, which is kind of cool. So you can use them either way. But all right, guys, have a good one, YouTube. Hope that helps anybody looking.